Guys, hello everyone. Welcome to this, would you call it a bicycle vlog? I don't know. But I wanted to try something new. I was thinking maybe I can just do a really long bicycle vlog with no topic in mind. I'm gonna try to go for an hour and see if anybody likes it. So I'm just gonna ride my bike for an hour. And I'm a little worried though, because I just came from a mountain, and that video was probably uploaded already. But I went down this slide. If you watch that video, I went down the slide and I dropped some things. And I know I had some coins, but I'm hoping that was it. I don't think I had anything else, so I'm a little worried that I dropped something. And if I realize when I go back home, I'd have to come back out here. So yeah, so I'm just riding with my bike around my neighborhood. This is not my neighborhood actually. I'm kind of far from my neighborhood, but not that far. But yeah, I just wanted, it's a nice day. It's been raining all week, and today's like one of the days that it's really sunny outside. And look at that house over there. It's like a mansion. It's pretty interesting. But wow, I've never been out here really, so it's amazing. Yeah, so yeah, like in the other videos, I was just saying that in the other video that Osaka is pretty much surrounded and covered by mountains everywhere. And I'll tell you a story actually. Just know where to go right here. Huh. Maybe I'll just go this way. Just go this way. Yeah, the first time I came to Japan, I bought this bicycle. This bicycle was like 75 bucks secondhand. It's an old bicycle. I couldn't believe how expensive it was for being a used bicycle. I'd assume it'd be like 30 bucks, but I noticed that where my old apartment, there were a lot of mountains. So I really wanted to go because it looked like it was so close. So I decided to just go to the closest mountain, and it took me like 2 hours, and it wasn't really that close as I thought it was. And it was really nice just experiencing. I wonder if this is a cop car? It's a police officer. A police officer. It's got the high beam on. Yikes. Shiba Inu. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to be on the sidewalk. All right, so yeah, so I kind of got to see a lot of like the smaller little towns that are away from the big streets and train stations, and those are the places I really enjoy. They have like these small towns, and it's just like in the middle of nowhere, and they have like many grocery stores, and it's just, those are the memories that I always remember, like all those small things. And I still remember doing that, taking my bicycle, riding around through that small area. And I probably wouldn't go again, because I feel like for me, once I go somewhere once, it's hard for me to go again unless I really enjoyed it. But it was cool. I'm gonna see if go through this little small street here, what it is. I wonder if I can even go through here. See, I don't know if this is someone's house, the small street of, it's like a small street for these houses, or can I just go through here? Yeah, so yeah, I wanted to do something where, you know, I like to watch. There's things that I like to sit and pay attention to, and then there's this guy go by. Everyone's so nice. Yeah, there's things that I like to just sit down and watch and pay attention to, and then sometimes I like to just have something in the background while I cook or eat, or just when I'm busy, I like to just put something on in the background. And I thought maybe I can just do that. I can make a video where some people can just put this in the background and just enjoy this view of the Japanese countryside. This video will be in 4K, so if you have like a really nice TV, I'm sure it'll look really nice. Look at this cool little house. They even have like a little farm. Oh, this guy's looking at me. It's cool. It's cool if you like live out here. So you got all this space. Most Japanese houses are all close together. So yeah, so I wanted to just have something, a video where people can just watch in the background and just leave it on, and then just do whatever you're doing. So if you have any feedback or comments, please leave it down below. I'm thinking if I should just stop the bicycle vlogs, the smaller ones, like the 20-minute ones, and then just stick with these 1-hour ones. I'm not sure though, but you know, everyone wins. You know, you guys get a video, I get a video, I get exercise, I get to explore. So I just thought maybe this is a win-win situation. Yeah, I think you got to be rich. Like if you have some money, like these people, like this house looks pretty old but also new, because this, it's probably older, but they all always have like this farm area, a lot of these houses, because they own the land plus the house. And you can see there's a bunch of these houses out here, older houses with the all this like crop. They can do whatever they want with it. They can grow whatever they want with it. Oh, this one has strawberries. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Yeah, so yeah, I wanted to talk just about random things here. We can talk about that street interests me. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, so if you're a regular watcher and you like the videos where I'm going into places and malls and stuff like that, which I really like to do, this is not it. This video is just me riding my bicycle. So if you're not interested in that, maybe you should not watch the video, because it's just gonna be me riding this bicycle. Look at this house. Oh, it is so nice. It's got nice grass too. It's really cool looking. They got a cool bonsai tree. They got a garage. It's like old and new put together. It's really cool. Take a picture of it. Alright, we hit a street. Let me look at this Google Maps here, just to make sure I'm going in the right direction. Where's my house? Okay. I don't even know where my house is. Alright. I think wow, I'm so far from where I live. I think. Okay, I got it. I got it. If I go straight and then make a right, I'm pretty sure I'll be where I'm supposed to be. Alright, sorry guys. So I'm gonna go down the street. When I hit the big street, I should make a right. But yeah, I would love to like live stream this event, but I don't know how I would secure the phone on me. But I'm only at 400 subscribers, so if you're new watching this and you enjoy some of my content, if you enjoy 1% of my content, please subscribe so I can do live streaming. That's all I want to do. I want to live stream. All right, so maybe I can just talk about some of the experience I've had in Japan. What's it like living here? You know, I've done many videos with pros and cons. Not many, just like one or two. But I should be on the other side maybe, because people go on the left. All right. So yeah, when I first came here, I came here like 2016, like 5 years ago. Oh, I know where I am. And I've been here actually. I'm really interested in the supermarket. I'll be back. I'll be back here. Look at these kids. Where are their parents? I'm a little worried about these kids. Oh, the mom's here. All right, so yeah, when I first came here, it was pretty crazy because what's that over there? All right, I want to check this place out over here. When I first came here, I came here on a tourist visa. I actually used to live in China, and yeah, when I used to live in China, just the air quality wasn't that great, and you know, it's kind of hard living there, so I decided to just leave. You see this school? All the schools are like old like this. Probably been here for like 20 years. But yeah, so I came to Japan. At the time I was with my girlfriend. We've been together for like a year at that time, and then I told her I'm gonna go to Japan, so she had to figure out what she could do in Japan. It's kind of crazy because you know, everything happened so quickly. I met my girlfriend, we started dating. After a year, I didn't really like living in China anymore. I was living there for 4 or 5 years. It's a liquor store, it's huge. And then what's this? A liquor store and a body and life store. This liquor store is huge. Look at all these houses out here too. Yeah, so sorry, I kind of get sidetracked because I haven't been in this area. So all right, so we started dating, and then I wanted to either go to Vietnam or Japan actually, and my best friend lives in Ho Chi Minh, so I decided to see him for his birthday, and just to check out, because I knew that I would really enjoy living in Japan. That's one of the places that I wanted to move to a long time ago. I've always like dreamt to move to Japan before I even came to China. I just fortunately came to China because my friend was living here. Another good friend of mine was living in China, Shanghai. So I just went there, and it was just easy for me to move there. And then I lived there for 5 years, and I was getting just tired of everything. The air, so many people, the congestion. It's mostly the air though. I was having a lot of health issues because of the air. And yeah, so I told my girlfriend I want to go to Japan. We went to Vietnam. I visited my friend. Check out this fire station. Look at this fire station. It's pretty cool. We got like 3-4 trucks. Anyways, So yeah, we went to Vietnam. I didn't really like it. It was I've been to Vietnam twice. I like Vietnam, but I don't know if I could live there. It's I don't know. It's maybe I could in the future, but I just decided that I didn't want to. When I got there, and I stayed there for a couple of days, and well, I was there for a whole week. But then after the first couple of days, I told my girlfriend that I think I want to live in Japan. So we wanted to move to Japan. So she actually wanted to study more, and she actually I want to go on the other side. I want to see what the other side looks like, because I think this side is just gonna be more of homes and stuff. But so she had to take some sort of Japanese test to get invited to the school, I believe. And so she studied Japanese for like a couple months, and she took a very basic test. I'm not sure how difficult it was. I never asked her, but she took this test, and then we waited for the results, because the results, she had to pass the test in order for us to go, and then she had to be accepted by the school. So what is this area? Look at this cool area. This scooter shop. They got like bicycles, they got scooters. Really interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go out a little bit. I'm supposed to go down that street, but I'm just so curious. Alright, so yeah, so she took this test, and we were waiting on the results. So she ended up passing the test, and then right away when we heard that she passed the test, we just left. We left China, and we just moved to Japan right away. And I myself had a tourist visa, and then for Americans, you can come here on a 90-day tourist visa. So I'm gonna take this small street. So yeah, I came here on a 90-day tourist visa, and then at the time we didn't have a place to stay, so we actually rented out Airbnbs, and it was a crazy time, because we just hopped from one Airbnb to another Airbnb. And I just remember this time, I mean, at the time it was kind of stressful, but when I look back at it, it was actually really exciting, because you know, you're in a new country. You have like a dilemma, you know, you don't know what's gonna happen. And at the time I was kind of, I think I was really worried about what was gonna happen to me, because if I didn't find a job, I would have had to either leave the country and come back and then get another 90-day tourist visa. And so and then also we didn't have a place to live, a place to stay, so that was another problem. And I'll go this way. Man, I just love these like just quiet neighborhoods, like away from the train stations. I bet you this car is some crazy car out there. Yeah, I just love how like quiet and peaceful these like areas, and I'm always gonna remember this time. So yeah, maybe I'll just keep doing these bicycle vlogs. So anyways, yeah, so we finally found an apartment. All right, look at this car here. I like to take pictures of cars around Japan. This guy's getting a drink at the vending machine here. All right. yeah, every time you know, I'm into cars, so I always see like really cool cars when I'm riding my bicycle, and you know, it's some really crazy cars. To me, I don't know if you're a car enthusiast. If you're a car enthusiast, there's some really crazy cars parked in like these back parking lots. So yeah, so we came here, and then it's crazy in Japan because you have to put up so much money up front for an apartment. So you have to pretty much put up like 3 months of rent and a deposit and some gift money. Gift money is pretty much the price of like 1 month, and you pretty much you're pretty much you're pretty much giving them just free money. It's a gift, you don't get it back. And then yeah, I want to make sure I get close to the road, because the highway, because I don't want to lose it and get lost. But I want to take these back streets. And yeah, so, and a lot of foreigners, it's really hard for them to get a nice apartment. I've seen other people's apartments, like other foreigners' apartments, and they're usually old ones, really old, because they make it really hard for foreigners to get apartments. So it's usually the ones that nobody wants. And the apartment that I got was really new, and it was brand new. I was the first person to live in it, so I got really lucky. The only reason was that I had a friend that lived here that I met in Shanghai, and he was my guarantor. So if you have someone to sign for you, like, if just in case you don't like run up and just leave the apartment and don't pay the bills and just go, you have to have someone sign for you. And so my friend signed for me. Actually, I think even if he didn't sign, we'd have to pay just extra, and we would have been able to get it. But at the time, we saw a Chinese. This guy was Chinese, and he was the agent for the apartment. So he took us around and he found us that apartment, which was just good timing. And then I remember just living at this apartment for like a month or two, and then I just kept applying everywhere. And then eventually I got an interview at an international kindergarten, and I started working there, and I've worked there for 3 years, and it was a really good experience. But it was just too much work. They just really overwork you here, and you know, it's a lot of responsibilities, and I just didn't want to do that. I enjoy teaching, but I just don't. Oh, look at this. I enjoy teaching, but I don't enjoy being overworked and having my job as my life, you know. So unless my life is my job, if that makes any sense. If I'm doing something I'm passionate about and I love, then it's okay if I'm overworked. But if I'm working for somebody else and I'm not getting paid that much, and you know, just being tired all the time, I just don't think it's worth it. And a lot of the teachers at that school and around the other schools, they just look so tired all the time, just worn out. So I left that job. But yeah, it was a pretty crazy time because oh, I know where I am. It was a pretty crazy time because it was like I didn't know what was gonna happen. Nothing was secured, and I didn't know what was gonna happen to me. All right, let me get up this hill here. Wait. Oh, I know where I am. All right, let's see how long I did this video for. Got a Fairlady Z right here. All right, let's see how many hours have I. All right, it's been 30 minutes, I think. I'll go down this way. Can I go this way? think I can go this way. Just practicing baseball swings. All right, so yeah, and at that point it was after that point it was kind of relieving, and I was just so busy. My life kind of just began, and I never got a chance to like study Japanese because I was working at an international school, and we'd always yell at them if they spoke English, but don't speak English. Well, I never did it because I mean they're just kids, but a lot of the other staff members, they're just like, no Japanese. And then some of the kids were always tattle on each other. They're like, oh, you spoke Japanese, or they spoke, you know, they're just children, so they didn't speak really good English. They're just like, oh, you speak Japanese. But I mean they spoke pretty well, but they had like a really strong accent. A lot of them had really strong, like almost like an Italian accent. The Japanese accent sounds like an Italian accent sometimes. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed working there. I really enjoyed having my own kids, and I had them for like I worked there for 3 years, and I had a set of kids for myself for like the whole year. And you know, they were my kids. I saw them more than their parents did, I think, some of them. And I mean, some of their dads would work in Tokyo, far from their family, and then they barely see their dad, maybe like once every 2 months or something like that. I don't know. Once every, I have no idea how much they saw him, but not that much, because they, you know, they basically they made enough money to have a nice house here, and then they had enough money to have an apartment out in Tokyo, or maybe their company paid for it, but that's what they did. And yeah, it was really fun. It was a good experience. But yeah, I never got to practice Japanese because, you know, I spoke English at school, and I was always tired afterwards, and then I come home and I watch American TV, and yeah, so I did that for like 3 years, and time went by so fast. And yeah, what's it like living in Japan? I think for the most part it's good. I think there's more and more foreigners coming into Japan, and everyone wants to live in Japan. I think everybody wants to live in Japan. I think also, most of the majority, the attraction is the anime, and I think it's just anime actually, but I feel like most foreigners I've met here are into anime, which is not a bad thing, but I think that really draws in a lot of people to come to Japan. I'm not saying like, oh, everybody wants to come to Japan, but I'm just saying I think that's what attracts a lot of people to come here. They just love the anime, and then they want to maybe just experience, you know, like, I don't really watch anime, so I'm not really a big fan, but I'm assuming that, you know, imagine if you watch anime since you're since if you're a teenager or a high schooler, and you know, you see all the things about Japanese culture in these anime, and I think people just want to experience it and be closer to other people that have similar interests. What attracts me to Japan was that I like Japanese cars, and I've always had Japanese cars. I've owned 3 Japanese cars. I've always loved Japanese stuff as a little kid. When I was in the 90s, you know, that's when like all the Japanese electronics, there was a big boom, and you know, I had like the Sony CD player, the Discman, Panasonic, all that stuff. And so I don't know if that draws me to this place, but I don't know, something just drew me towards Japan. A lot of my friends actually went to Korea, and Korea was actually a place that I considered, But I don't know what it was. Maybe I don't really like Korean people. I'm not to say I don't like Korean people, but I don't know if I like during that time. I think now my mind is a little bit changed, but during that time I think I didn't really like the Korean culture too much. Not that I don't like the Korean culture, I just thought, I don't know how to explain it, but and I'm not saying that I hate my people, but I think at the time I just didn't see myself fitting in Korea. I think you can make, or me, I can make more money teaching English there, but I don't know what it was. But here, check out this place here. They're building something over here. See, if somebody leaves something, they're always like hung. If you lose something in Japan, you have a really good chance of getting it back. I remember when I used to work at this other school, there was a New Zealand person, no, not from New Zealand, a girl from South Africa, and she said her boyfriend, who plays rugby for an Osaka team, that he left his phone on the train twice and he got it back somehow. Anyways, yeah, so I didn't feel like going to Korea, but now as I'm older and I've been to Korea many times, not many times, a couple of times, I really love Korea. I love Korean food, and I feel like in the future I might live there for about a year or two. Like, I would love to just go there and get my Korean better, because my Korean isn't that good. I can speak a little bit. I can speak like a 4th grader pretty much, but it's not that great. So I would love to just go there and just kind of experience it a little bit. I'm not sure. I talk about it with my girlfriend all the time. We do like to live somewhere else other than Japan, maybe in the future. But yeah, so yeah, I decided to come to Japan, and it's, the lifestyle in Japan is really nice. And here's the thing, like, if you're a foreigner, I feel like, especially girls too, if you're a girl and you live in Japan alone, and if you don't go out and if you don't meet people, it's gonna get really lonely. And let me see. This is a nice view. Alright, how do I get out of here? I shouldn't have got on the sidewalk. Alright, so yeah, if you're a girl and, sorry about that, I don't know if I should go down this way or go this way. We'll go this way. Alright, yeah, so if you're like a girl, and you know, especially if you're like a foreign girl, it's kind of hard. It can get really lonely, and you know, it's hard to meet anybody. I think it's hard for dating, actually, because I feel my personal thoughts are, if you're a foreign woman, and I feel like most of the foreign guys here want to date Japanese women. I don't know if I remember when I used to live in China, I met guys from like Canada, and they were saying how much they like Asian women, which I was really surprised by. Because I'm Asian, so I'm kind of used to Asian people, but I was surprised how some of them came to China to meet Asian women. I saw this cool car here. Alright, I wanted to take a picture, but that car was just alright. And yeah, I think a lot of the foreign guys that live here, not all of them, you can find people, but I feel like a lot of the foreign guys here date Japanese women. So I think if you're a foreign woman, it's kind of hard to date unless you like Japanese guys. And that's probably like a whole nother thing, because you know, it's like you either got to be into the Japanese guys. Some women are not into Japanese guys, and I mean, some people are not even into Japanese girls or Asian girls, so you know, it's really preference. But I think if you're not open to date Japanese guys, I think it's hard to meet and date in Japan. So I think it can get really lonely. And also when you're working at these places, it can get like tiring, because you're kind of just doing the same things over and over again. And you know, it kind of, you don't make that much here. Like Korea, you can make a lot of money, you can save a lot of money, and you can do things. But in Japan, it's like, and this is not only towards foreigners, but even to Japanese companies, I think they not limit, but they tend to pay less now. Like 20 years ago, they used to pay a lot for foreigners, for teachers. But I think they kind of thought, why are we paying them so much when there's so many people that want to come and teach in Japan? Because a while back, they didn't really, you know, there were less people to teach in Japan. So nowadays, everybody wants to, not everybody, but there's a lot of people that want to teach in Japan. So they're probably thinking, we have a lot of supply, then why should we pay them a lot of money, right? So yeah, so if you're not getting paid a lot, if you're living in an old apartment, and it's probably going to be a small apartment, it can get really tiring after a while. And a lot of people leave, actually. For me, I enjoy living here. If I were to compare this with America, the thing about America is, I say this all the time too, I want to check out this, what is that? I wonder if I think it's a curry shop, but it looks like a Mexican restaurant. What was I saying? Yeah, I said this before too, in America, it's like you have to like really work and make a lot of money to sort of enjoy America. You have to make like 60,000-80,000 a year at least, to live and enjoy living in America. So that's a little bit difficult, I think, because not everyone can get a $60,000 to $80,000 job. Definitely not right out of college. Oh, I want to check out this. It's Puja. Maybe it's just a bar. It's like a small bar, maybe? Restaurant? Oh, it's like a curry restaurant, maybe? I don't know. But alright, I'm gonna double check just in case. I just want to know if it's good, I can come back. I know it's here. Now this is like my neighborhood. It is an Indian restaurant. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, like yeah, I feel like it's just harder to live, because you have to make that much money, and you know, you're probably doing a lot of work for that type of money, and you know, then you gotta pay rent, which is expensive depending on which city you live. You gotta pay all this other extra stuff like car insurance, regular insurance. But I think overall, I think that is, whoa, look at all these houses, new houses. I'll show you guys real quick. I think that is probably the best way to go, right? I think that's following society. And I always talk about this too, because it's always like a thing that I always think about. Like, do you follow society, and do what everybody else is doing. You know, get a nice retirement plan and then retire when you're like 55 or 65. But I just couldn't see myself working 9 to 5 in an office, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I just couldn't see myself doing that. But here in Japan, like you don't have to like make so much money to survive here. You know, even if you work at like a convenience store, you could probably afford a really small apartment. And you know, like insurance and all of that, you get all of that, national insurance, and you pay your insurance of how much you make is what you pay. So you know, it's really easy it's really easy to live here if you don't make that much money. Look at this cool house. But then again, you're not gonna go anywhere if you don't make much money. So that's kind of like the dilemma I'm always in. The dilemma is I don't have to make a lot of money to enjoy life and be comfortable, but at the same time you need money, right? You need money for life, to live when you're older. So I personally think it's nice living here. I don't like the way, look at these houses. Sorry I'm always interrupting, but look at how thin this house is. Like, how does this work? It's like just so thin. All right. So I don't really always like how things are run in Japan. Everything is like rule. Everybody listens to the rules, and you have to follow these rules. And sometimes the rules they don't even make sense. You know, you gotta wait in this line, then go to that line. And I was just talking about that with the vaccine. Once they get the vaccine here, it's just gonna be so. Oh, they always have like these small, sorry, but they always have like these small temples in these neighborhoods. But yeah, with the vaccines, they're probably going to do like, you gotta wait in 5 lines, and it's gonna be so difficult to just even get the vaccines. Just talking to somebody on the scooter. While, you know, you go to America and you just kind of pull up and then they just give you a shot. So that's something that I get annoyed of, but I do like the philosophy of Japan. You know, everything's very peaceful. Everything, you know, there's like a balance. It's safe. I think that's one thing that's really nice. It's really safe here. But I don't know if I can raise my kids here. If I had a kid, I don't think I could raise my. I just don't like the way they teach in some of these schools. And this car, I'll take a picture of this. I always have random crazy looking cars in the middle of nowhere. Getting close to my house. But yeah, I don't really like the schooling system here. So I don't know if I'm gonna live here forever. I might, I may not. I would love to live in Thailand or the Philippines if I can get this channel up and going, and if I can make a little bit of money from this this channel, that would be really good. And I can consider moving somewhere or just stay here. I know this is kind of weird, right? Taking pictures of cars, but I think it's pretty cool. Got an RX-8. Wow, this looks really nice. Where's the RX-8? What time is it? Okay, it's almost an hour. Alright, let me check the camera first. If it's doing okay. It's probably going to blow up because it's so hot. Alright, there's 20% left of battery. What was I saying? Yeah, if I can make a little bit of money off this channel, I would definitely consider living in different parts of the world, if it's possible. That's one thing I came to Japan too. I really love traveling. Traveling is, I would say, my biggest passion. What is this? Is this a Jaguar? It is a Jaguar. Like, really interesting color. Yeah, so I just kind of go around my neighborhood taking pictures of cool cars. But yeah, my passion is traveling and cars. Those are my two passions. And I just thought that, you know, whatever, I think traveling is number one actually, then cars. Because traveling, I mean, cars are really fun, and if you have a really nice car, it's exciting and fun. But I feel like traveling, just the experience that I experienced, it's just, you're always going to remember those experiences. Look at this cool little stop. It has cigarettes, coffee, even a bench. You can get hot coffee as well. You can get coffee right there. There's a lot of little factories out here, so yeah, like there's, I just remember all the experience I've had traveling, and it's just like you just change as a person when you travel. You know, if you've been to a couple places, you go to these places, you just your life just changes. And I love doing things that alter and change my life. I just enjoy that. And I enjoy, look at this weird looking house. Is it an apartment? Maybe it's a business or a factory. But I enjoy just different things. This car's gonna come out. Yeah, I just enjoy experiencing new things, and it's just, I don't know, it's just something you get addicted to. I think I have a very addictive personality, and when you get that first experience of culture shock and being somewhere new, you just want to keep feeling that kind of experience. It's just I don't know how to describe it, but I really like that. And right now, actually, me and my girlfriend are going crazy because we've been stuck here. I mean, granted, Japan is a great place to live, a lot of things to do, but more or less everything is pretty much the same here, and it looks the same. But it's still a good place to be. And I usually travel once a year, and then when I come back, I become really appreciative. But I haven't been out for a year now, so it's kind of, we've been feeling a kind of stuck here. But yeah, hopefully I'll be going out into different places and making videos then, and doing all that stuff. Hopefully that was always my plan. My plan was always to make videos about Japan and traveling outside and making videos about that. And I never got the chance because I kind of just started seriously doing the videos about a year ago, less than a year ago. I think I started like really getting into YouTube in July of last year. So I don't know where it's gonna take me. But I really enjoy making these videos. I really enjoy sharing these things with people, sharing experiences with people. And you know, I've made a lot of friends, I think, so far with YouTube, and it's been pretty fun doing these these videos, and I think I've been learning more and more new things about how to edit these videos and making these videos better. So overall, I think if I'm just trying to picture who would enjoy living in Japan. I think everyone would enjoy living in Japan, unless you don't like the, it's not that you don't like the culture, but maybe you might not like how things are done, and that might put you off to Japan. But I think if you're a type of person that likes to experience new things, and if you're a type of person that likes travel, if you're a person that likes to like just get involved with the different culture and learning new cultures, I think Japan would be a good place for you to move to. And I think those are the types of people that watch my videos, right? The people that either have been here and want to kind of relive the experience that they had in Japan, which is probably an amazing one. Because I'm gonna tell you, if you've ever been to Japan before and it's your first time, you're gonna be like, for me, it's always Japan and Thailand are the two places that you get so addicted to. There's just so many different things that you're not aware of. China too. China is I wouldn't say China is addictive, but Thailand and Japan, they're very they're two places that you just want to keep going and going. It's really addictive. And for me too, Thailand, I just want to keep going back and back again. It's very everything's so stimulating there, and there's so many things going on. The food's amazing. And here too, a lot of people that come here for the first time, you know, it's like crazy culture shock. So I think that, and people that are interested in moving to Japan, are the people that usually watch my videos. I wish there was some sort of way I can find out, but it's you're kind of, if you live in Japan and you move here, you're kind of part of a club, I guess, of the similar type of people, I would say. So yeah, if you're considering ever moving to Japan or living here or traveling here, I say do it. It's something that you'll never forget. It's an experience that you'll never forget. And for me, I feel life is all about experiences and good memories and things like that. So I think it's been an hour. Man, it's been a long day. I've been just kind of making videos all day. I left my house at 2. No, I left my house at like 4 maybe. And I went to the mountain, made a video. I made this long video. I'm not sure how this video is gonna work out. I just wanted to try something new. And I wanted to just ride my bike and just film it and see if anybody liked it. There are people that like these bicycle vlogs, but it's hard to come up with a topic every week. And sometimes I'm afraid that I may say things that offend people. So maybe I just ride a bike with no topic in mind and just talk. I have a lot of things to say, but once I turn on the camera, I always usually forget what I wanted to say, which is kind of annoying because I have a lot of interesting things that I want to talk about, but I always forget. Let me check the time on this. I guess it doesn't have to be exactly an hour. All right, it's 54 minutes. Anyways, I had a lot of fun today riding my bike, looking at new neighborhoods around my neighborhood. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any comments, and that's another thing too, a lot of times these bicycle vlogs have the most comments. I feel like a lot of the subscribers that watch all the videos are the ones that are commenting, so the vlogs kind of these bicycle vlogs kind of get people to talk about things that they want to share. So I know I'm kind of awkward in general. I feel I'm kind of awkward, but I can't really show that awkwardness in the camera, in the videos. But I'm very awkward in general, and I think I think sometimes it's hard for me to convey what I want to say, so I'm working on that. And I think also with comments and things like that, I sometimes may say things that come off the wrong way. That's how I am, not just in the comments, but in just general, in text messaging too. When I'm texting my friends, I'm like, I don't know what to say sometimes, and I come off the wrong way. So if I ever come off the wrong way, don't take it that I'm doing something wrong, but saying something wrong, but it's just, I'm just awkward like that. But if you have anything to say, please leave a comment. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and coming along with me, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.